Get ready to have your perception of reality twisted, your brain scrambled, and your mind blown. These films will make you question everything you thought you knew about storytelling, time, and even your own existence. Number 10. Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Picture this. It's 1984 in Britain, and young programmer Stefan is developing a choose-your-own-adventure computer game based on a mind-bending novel called Bandersnatch. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Wrong. As Stefan dives deeper into his project, the line between reality and fiction starts to blur. Suddenly, he finds himself living in a world where his choices seem predetermined, just like in his game. Is he losing his mind, or is there something more sinister at play? What makes Bandersnatch truly unique is its interactive format. As a viewer, you get to make choices that affect the story's outcome, blurring the lines between film and video game. It's a meta-narrative that will leave you questioning the nature of free will and the consequences of our choices.
Fate has been dictated. You're not in control.
Number 9. Triangle.
You know what I do when I have a bad dream? I close my eyes and I think of something nice.
Imagine you're on a yacht with your friends, enjoying a sunny day at sea. Suddenly, a massive storm hits, capsizing your boat. You're rescued by a passing ocean liner, but something feels off. This is the premise of Triangle, a mind-bending psychological horror that will have you second-guessing everything you see. Our protagonist, Jess, can't shake the feeling that she's experienced all of this before. As she and her friends explore the eerily empty cruise ship, they find themselves trapped in a terrifying time loop. But this isn't your standard Groundhog Day scenario. Triangle takes the concept to a whole new level of complexity and horror. With its intricate plot and shocking twists, Triangle will keep you on the edge of your seat, trying to unravel its mysteries until the very end. It's a perfect example of how a limited budget can result in unlimited imagination. Number 8. 1408.
It's not what I'm seeing. It's not real. It just ain't as real as it seems.
Based on a short story by the master of horror himself, Stephen King, 1408 takes us into the realm of psychological terror. John Cusack stars as Mike Enslin, a skeptical author who specializes in debunking paranormal phenomena. When he receives a mysterious postcard warning him not to stay in room 1408 of the Dolphin Hotel in New York City, he sees it as a challenge. Despite the hotel manager's desperate warnings, Mike checks into the notorious room, convinced it's all just a hoax. But what he experiences inside defies explanation and threatens to shatter his sanity. 1408 is a claustrophobic nightmare that plays with your perceptions. As the room torments Mike with his deepest fears and regrets, you'll find yourself questioning what's real and what's just a figment of his imagination. It's a roller coaster ride of psychological horror that will leave you checking under your hotel bed, just in case.
Get a hold of yourself. O'Malley.
1408.
Number 7. The Stanford Prison Experiment.
Hey, what are you doing? It's just me now!
The Stanford Prison Experiment is based on a real-life study conducted in 1971 that went horribly wrong. A Stanford psychology professor divides 24 male students into prisoners and guards for a mock prison experiment. What starts as a seemingly harmless study quickly spirals out of control as the participants become consumed by their roles. This film is a chilling exploration of how easily people can be influenced by authority and how quickly social norms can break down in extreme situations. It's a mind-bending look at human nature that will leave you questioning just how far you might go if put in a similar situation.
Let me out of here! I want out! I want out now!
Number 6. Predestination.
What if I could put him in front of you? The man that ruined your life. Would you kill him?
Time travel movies are a dime a dozen, but Predestination takes the concept to mind-bending new heights. Ethan Hawke stars as a temporal agent tasked with preventing crimes before they happen. His final mission? Stop the infamous Fizzle bomber from detonating a bomb in 1975 New York. But that's just scratching the surface of this intricate plot. As our protagonist jumps through time, he encounters a mysterious figure whose life story is more twisted than anyone could imagine. The less said about the plot, the better. This is a film that needs to be experienced fresh to truly appreciate its genius. Predestination is a masterclass in non-linear storytelling, weaving together multiple timelines into a tapestry that will leave your head spinning. It's the kind of movie that demands multiple viewings to fully unravel its mysteries.
I know where I come from, but where do all you zombies come from?
Number 5. The Lighthouse. Prepare to have your senses assaulted by the stark black and white imagery and haunting soundscape of The Lighthouse. Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe star as two lighthouse keepers in the 1890s, isolated on a remote New England island. As weeks pass, cabin fever sets in, and the boundaries of reality begin to warp. Are they being haunted by supernatural forces, or are they simply driving each other mad? Director Robert Eggers leaves it up to you to decide. The Lighthouse is a fever dream of a film, blending mythology, psychology, and pure insanity into a truly unique viewing experience. It's not an easy watch, but for those willing to surrender to its hypnotic power, it's an unforgettable journey into the depths of the human psyche. Number 4. The Wailing. We're traveling to South Korea for our next mind bender. The Wailing starts as a seemingly straightforward tale of a mysterious illness sweeping through a rural village. But as the story unfolds, it transforms into something far more complex and terrifying. A bumbling police officer finds himself at the center of the chaos as he investigates a series of brutal murders. When his own daughter falls ill, he turns to a shaman for help, unknowingly setting off a chain of events that will challenge everything he believes about good and evil. The Wailing is a masterful blend of horror, mystery, and dark comedy that keeps you guessing until the very end. It's a film that demands your full attention, rewarding careful viewers with layers of symbolism and cultural references. By the time the credits roll, you'll be questioning everything you've just witnessed.
요새 자꾸 동네에서 사람 죽어나가는 거. 그놈이랑 뭔 연관이 있는 거요?
Number 3. Black Swan.
I had the craziest dream last night about a girl who was turned into a swan, but her prince falls for the wrong girl and she kills herself.
Darren Aronofsky's psychological thriller Black Swan takes us into the high-pressure world of professional ballet. Natalie Portman delivers an Oscar-winning performance as Nina, a ballerina whose pursuit of perfection drives her to the brink of madness. As Nina prepares for the dual role of the White Swan and Black Swan in Swan Lake, her grip on reality begins to slip. Is her rival Lily, Mila Kunis, really out to sabotage her, or is it all in Nina's head? The line between performance and reality blurs as Nina's transformation becomes all too real. Black Swan is a visceral, hallucinatory experience that will have you questioning what's real and what's imagined. It's a stunning exploration of artistic obsession and the toll it can take on the human psyche.
Nobody's after you.
Please believe me.
Number 2. The Prestige. Christopher Nolan, the master of mind-bending narratives, brings us The Prestige, a tale of rival magicians in Victorian-era London. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale star as two illusionists whose friendly competition evolves into a dangerous obsession. As they push each other to greater and more dangerous feats of magic, the line between illusion and reality becomes increasingly blurred. The film's structure mimics a magic trick itself, with its 3 acts: the pledge, the turn, and the prestige, keeping you guessing until the very end. The Prestige is a puzzle box of a movie filled with twists, turns, and misdirections. It's a film that rewards multiple viewings, as each rewatch reveals new layers to its intricate plot. Are you watching closely?
Abracadabra.
Number 1. The Handmaiden, set in 1930s. Korea during the Japanese occupation, this film is a twisting, turning tale of deception, desire, and revenge. A con man hatches an elaborate scheme to seduce a wealthy heiress and steal her fortune. He enlists the help of a pickpocket to pose as the lady's handmaiden. But as the plan unfolds, nothing is as it seems, and loyalties shift like quicksand. The Handmaiden is a visual feast, with every frame meticulously composed, but it's the labyrinthine plot that truly sets it apart. Just when you think you've got it figured out, Park pulls the rug out from under you, forcing you to reassess everything you've seen. It's a mind-bending exploration of power, gender, and sexuality that will leave you breathless.